Gameloft's World of Warcraft wannabe Order and Chaos is now so well established that it's getting spin-off titles. The first of which is Heroes of Order and Chaos, a multiplayer online battle arena, or MOBA for short, title set in the same universe, but showcasing entirely different gameplay. While the core Order and Chaos title is all about questing and forming alliances with other players, Heroes of Chaos and Order is a more tactical experience. Set across two large maps, we can safely assume that more will be added later, the game expects you to pick a character class and stride forth into combat, taking down the enemies and gaining experience as you go. You're not on your own in Heroes of Order and Chaos. Your team is made up of either live players or AI-controlled bots, and is supplemented by other units that act on their own instinct. Therefore, much of the game's core appeal revolves around teaming up with those other parties and creating a solid strategy. It's not just the enemy you'll be contending with in Heroes of Order and Chaos. The landscape also poses a challenge. Two maps may seem like a rather stingy number, but they're massive and packed with variety. They also feature nooks, crannies, and alternative routes, all of which can be explored during battle to seek out pockets of resistance. Sometimes it can be incredibly satisfying to strike out on your own and discover new shortcuts. You can pick one of 6 character classes when you begin your game, and other choices are locked behind a paywall. Once you've got your hands dirty and put a few opponents to the sword, you can make use of the game's precise skill tree to customize your warrior to suit your own personal taste. Using this system, those 6 starter classes can branch into many variations. Visually, Heroes of Order and Chaos maintains Gameloft's strong reputation for crafting gorgeous mobile titles. However, the shine is dulled slightly by some choppy performance during intense battles. This is almost certainly down to the high load on the game's servers. Gameloft seems to be getting a grip on this now, and general performance is gradually getting better, but don't expect an entirely smooth experience all of the time. As the first game of its type on iOS, Heroes of Order and Chaos is an impressive achievement. Although Gameloft is clearly hoping that you'll spend real-life cash on in-app purchases, there's actually very little need to. The game remains massively enjoyable, even if you keep your wallet firmly closed. The 6 free characters rotate on a weekly basis, which means you'll get to enjoy all of the classes if you stick with the game for a prolonged period. Once more maps are added then, Heroes of Order and Chaos will become even more interesting. At present, its technical issues can be a bit of a bother, but they don't stand in the way of your overall enjoyment. This is well worth your time, even if you dislike the original Order and Chaos.